Welcome to She Said Scale, where we do business differently. Less grind, more strategy, and a low-lift revenue model that makes high cash months feel light as a feather. I'm Tristan Jean, your business strategist and social sales expert, and I built a spacious, scalable business that locks in recurring revenue so I don't reset to zero every month. And I did it without launching every 2 weeks, running on empty, creating a mass membership that saps the life out of me, or feeling like my business owns me. Now I'm here to help you do the same. Join me for conversations around the strategies that will simplify your sales, scale your business so that you never reset to zero and you can do it all in part-time hours. If you're ready to ditch the income roller coaster and finally create a business that pays you and gives you your life back, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, grab your coffee and your comfy couch blanket because you know I have mine, and let's chat, my friend. So those are the 4 pillars, right? Positioning, visibility, conversion, scalability. And then the way that we implement it is using the accelerate method. This is how we fuel those tools, right? Because understanding the method, the framework isn't enough. You need the structure that ensures you're implementing it and optimizing it. And so this is what makes the difference between launching an offer and hoping to have a 10K month and scaling to 50K months predictably for the next 12 months. So this is a 6-step process. The first step is education. Understanding the method, understanding your metrics. We start by making sure that you understand the process, but more importantly, that we understand your business. So it's not one size fits all. We have to educate ourselves about what's going on in our business. We have to look at offers, messaging, data. We have to assess your lead to sale conversion rates, your click-through purchase, your click-to-purchase percentages, your audience engagement versus activation, offer flow gaps, pricing bottlenecks, sales page conversions. So we know exactly where you're leaking leads or losing conversions or leaving money on the table. A lot of time, my clients think I need more visibility, more offers, or I need to lower my prices. In reality, sometimes it's a combination of both. I work with a client who we actually lowered her conversion rate on a bump offer in her offer suite by increasing the price, but that made her more money. And next, implementation. So a lot of my clients get stuck on the education phase. So they start educating themselves about their business, and then they start educating themselves more on their craft. So now they're stuck in this kind of analysis paralysis phase. So step 2, implementation. We want to move fast, not blindly, but strategically and intentionally guided by our metrics, grounded in the values of your business. So applying the visibility strategies and the conversion strategies immediately so we can start testing, adjusting, and gaining traction, getting feedback, and understanding how we need to move in real time. The next step is support. So real-time feedback, real-time fixes. We don't wait 5 or 6 months to find out what's working. We are able to analyze those numbers on a monthly basis, see what's happening, see where we're losing, make little tweaks before we have to spiral into stagnation or confusion. Okay, next is refinement. So here is where we actually detach ourselves from our business. We are not making decisions based on feelings. We make it based on data. So whatever we want to do, is there data supporting that decision? So we look at story replies, CTA clicks, email open rates, sales page bounce rates, DM conversation flows to really refine all of that and optimize it. Okay, next we get into mastery. So by now our messaging is clear, our content is converting, our sales structures are supporting us. We're not really trying things anymore. We're leading from a place of clarity, control. We're not starting every month at zero. We've built a business that sells for us. And this is where we also start navigating those new obstacles that come up as you're scaling, those new things in business, like knowing how to handle client contracts, making sure we have firm personal boundaries. And then finally, amplification. So here we're not adding more. We're just amplifying what's already working. So we can bring in paid traffic. We can increase automations. We can start looking into different forms of long form content ecosystems. We talk about repurposing our content, how we can become visible on other platforms. For instance, currently I'm visible on 8 different platforms, but because I use scheduling and automation and repurposing content, and everything I do is to be able to be used and recycled for all of those different platforms, my content creation and scheduling still only takes me about 2 hours a week. And I have my content planned out for the next 400 days. So amplification really is the fun part. So now that I've walked you through all of it, let's go back and look at our little graphic, the fully booked framework. So the foundation is positioning, right? Up here, positioning. That's the main pillar. Then we go into visibility, conversion, and scalability. Those are the 3 things that our business needs to do. Remember, attract, acquire, retain. Now, the way that we implement all of these 4 pillars is through the accelerate method. So we educate, implement, support, refine, master. Once we get there, that's where amplification comes in. That's where we're able to really throw some gasoline on this fire and blow it all up. So let's talk about why this becomes a rinse and repeat method. This is really where the magic happens, because this isn't a one and done framework and implementation. It's a rinse and repeat at every single level. So once we reach those bigger levels, we look again at our positioning. Has it evolved? Does our messaging match our next level audience's problem and desire? And decision-making psychology, our visibility. Are we attracting those right people who are pre-sold and primed? Or are we starting to rely on reach? We look at our conversion. Are our systems still doing the heavy lifting? Or are you putting too much energy into your business and it's bottlenecking everything? Is it relying on you? And then looking at the retention part again, the scalability part. Are we the engine, or have we really built the machine? We analyze all of that, we optimize and tweak it like we need to, and then we cycle through the accelerate method again. So re-educate based on new data, deeper goals, bigger goals, implement. So next level actions, what do we need to do? Get real-time support around those new edges, refine based on the updated metrics, mastery. So step into an expansive version of mastery. This may look like hiring team members if that's something that you desire for your business. And then amplifying that all over again until we start the cycle over again. So this is actually where business becomes easier, not harder, because it's not reinvention. We're going through the same process at every level. So the method doesn't change, you just evolve inside of it. And that's how we stack results instead of resetting at 0 every month. And this is what I built my programs around, both my Monetize Momentum Group Mastermind and Accelerate, my one-on-one cohort. They are rooted in this same proven system, but they're designed to meet you at different stages of your business. So in Monetize Momentum, my group mastermind, this is where we're going to stabilize those first 5 to 20K months. And we focus on really building that foundation and getting you out of inconsistency and into recurring, reliable revenue. So we focus on 3 pillars of the fully booked framework: positioning, clarifying your messaging, your offers, your buyer journey; visibility, building out that magnetic content and messaging, making sure that we're really revving up that lead flow system to get leads constantly through your pipeline; and then conversion. So we create and refine your offer flow, your sales ecosystem, so that we are turning your visibility into cash and income. And we implement that through the first half of the Accelerate method. So that's education, diving deep into your numbers, your gaps, your opportunities, so we know exactly where we need to shift and focus our attention. Implementation, taking that fast strategic action based on real data, not just vibes or feelings. And support, so getting that high touch feedback to fix and finesse and stay in that momentum and really capitalize on it. So this is for the woman who's already selling, but she's struggling to stabilize her income. She had a 5K month, maybe she's hit a 10K month, but she keeps dropping back down below that 5 or 10K mark and can't really predict what the next month's income is going to be. And she wants the structure that sticks so that she doesn't have to keep starting at 0. Now, Accelerate is the one-on-one cohort with more access to me, closer proximity, a bit of a one-on-one touch point with me. This is high-level container, intimate, small group, 5 women or less, who are scaling beyond 20 to 30K months. So at this stage, we're not building from scratch. We're scaling what already works. we may need to refine it a bit. We really focus on the foundation of the fully booked framework, but moving more quickly so that we get into the fourth pillar, scalability and retention. So really systemizing and expanding what's converting, refining it, optimizing it. That means retention strategies, funnels, ecosystems, high leverage moves that grow revenue without adding to your plate. And we implement the second half of the accelerate method. So a lot of refinement, mastery, amplification. This is for the woman who is making 5 to 10 to 20K months and is ready to scale her monthly recurring revenue base, not just her monthly income, but the baseline of 10 to 20K months for the next 6 to 12 months. And the engine, the system, the machine behind it all is the fully booked framework, attract, acquire, retain. This is the one that is built for stabilizing 10 to 50K months, even going beyond that. And that's why it is the foundation that is built into both of my high-level programs, Monetize Momentum and Accelerate. It is what has helped me and countless other clients scale to big profits with part-time hours. And I hope that it's helped you. If you feel like this is something you want to explore or learn more about, please reach out to me. Send me a DM. I am happy to do a quick gap assessment and see where you would fit into this framework. That's it for today's episode of She Said Scale. If you're done with the income roller coaster and ready for a business that actually supports your life, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Want to go deeper? Check the show notes for ways we can do that. And if today's episode